This title, you know what happens in Roman's matches? No one wants to fight for it anymore because we know the finish. His family are going to interfere.
Welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV.
Hey, this is TBK here. We got WWE Raw live show commentary reaction. We are going to talk about Monday Night Raw episode of February 5th. Now, sorry for the late delay. Been a busy weekend. Had NXT Judgment Day, so I apologize for the late delay, but as usual, I will get to the Monday Night Raw. It's a few things I want to talk about, but yes. Glad to be here. Glad to talk about Raw, and we'll also talk about amongst other things as well. Thank you all for coming out to the red carpet ring. Like I said, it's a little late delay, but we are still here. Like I said, we are here to talk about Raw. We're here tonight. Raw match card we'll discuss. Thank you all for coming out. Salute to everyone coming out. Let's see who's in the ring today. Today we got Good Bread Reaction. Salute to you. Thanks for coming out, my brother. I know you're busy. CeeLo Myers, thank you for coming out. You guys been since the beginning, so I thank you for all the support. We are here at 911 subscribers strong, on the road to 1,000. Also on live on X and Rumble. So we will cover Monday Night Raw, but after the end of Monday Night Raw, before we get to the bonus round, we will say our goodbyes on X. It will only be on Rumble and YouTube. So the bonus round will be good. We'll be talking about Rock and Roman, but before we get to that, we'll talk about Monday Night Raw. So, let's go over Raw match card before we begin. So let everybody know what the matches were about, what matches were advertised and showcased. So we got Bull Rope match main event, Women's Tag Team Championship, Miz vs. JD Madonna, Maxine Dupree, Mixed Tag Team 4-Way Contender. We got that. We also have Gunther celebrating 600 days as Intercontinental Champion. Now I will cover the most important ones. I know Becky and Shayna's not on there either, but it's most of the matches. I will cover what was most important that evening. I will cover every single match. But for you guys that do know red carpet ring how I roll, you guys already knew that. So let's get into the beginning of the show. Let's begin. We got Seth Rollins and we got Cody Rhodes to kick off Monday Night Raw. We got see we got else before we begin. Billy Bishop Records, thanks for coming out, brother. Thanks for coming out. Excuse me. We had Seth Rollins, Cody, and Drew kicking off Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins made a little crack. Wasn't really all that funny, but I'm saying anyway. He came out, he's saying he had a huge pop, responding to Roman Reigns, saying he had no pop. Seth, that was the pop to your theme entrance song. It's not you, it's the song. Trust me, Seth, if you did not have that theme song, you had your old theme song or a new theme song, you will not get the same amount of pop. So that's what Roman meant. So you know Roman got you, boy. You know he roasted you. But anyway, Cody talks about what we want to talk about. And Seth keep on lingering to Cody, face me. You should still face me. But I need an answer. Everyone needs an answer. So that's the whole thing about that. That's what he talks about. And, Seth said, and something important, he said, not only that you need this match, Cody, with me, but I need this match against you. I like the fact that Seth acknowledged that he has never beaten Cody Rhodes. You know, he's never beaten him. And we know from history that Seth has been beaten by Cody Rhodes at a precedented 3 times. So he said that, hey, if I need to be proved I'm the best world heavyweight champion, I need to beat the best. And he means by he needs to beat Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes beat him at WrestleMania 38. He beat him on the last match they had was at Hell in a Cell 2022, right before Cody had to get surgery on his torn pectoral muscle. So he wants to face it. And I knew it was something lingering to that. I said he probably wants to beat Cody because he's never beaten him, despite the fact he's world champ. And we are rooting for Cody to win. But before that, Drew McIntyre, he comes out, he interrupts. Now he talks about how he wants a match against Seth. You know, you don't need to face Cody, face me. Trying to make the round parade. I will say for Drew McIntyre, you know, he's a whiny character. He whines all the time. The shirt he's wearing is advertised as funny. He's talking about CM Punk WrestleMania main event. That is funny, but we know when CM Punk comes back, CM Punk will give Drew that work. But meanwhile, back to the segment. One thing that Drew did say that was true, besides the fact that you know, that he wants to get his one-on-one. We know he was going to say that. One thing he did say that's really true. He said that in this part here, which I thought was true, about this should be the title that everyone should compete for, not Roman Reigns' title. And he said it for this reason.
This title, you know what happens in Roman's matches? No one wants to fight for it anymore because we know the finish. His family are going to interfere every single time.
And he's right. Roman's family going to interfere every single time. We know we know how the match is going to end. We know Solo and Jimmy going to interfere. We know that. So, but Drew, he started off as a whiny character, but he's become a good savage. He's wearing a t-shirt making fun of CM Punk, and I feel like they're going to really push him. Now, despite him not re-signing a new contract, I think he is going to eventually sign one because he's still in the whole, you know, he's still lingering around the main event. He's not in the main event, but he's lingering around it. It's supposed to be Cody and Seth's moment, and Drew is somehow still around the mix, if you guys get what I'm saying. So they're going to do something with Drew at some point. Definitely with CM Punk come back, have a feud with him. So we're going to see. But Seth says, hey, Drew, this is about me and Cody. I faced you twice. You lost. And then, you know, of course, Drew didn't like that. So he attacks Seth Rollins. Then Cody comes back and attacks him. You know, he got Drew out the ring and just Cody and Seth in the ring. So it was a good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Very good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. I'm starting to like the Drew character. And also this past week on his TikTok, this past week on TikTok, he did make reference to CM Punk, saying you got to train. He was in the gym. You got to make sure the triceps are good. So it was a good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. You know, it was good. Now, after this segment, we did have a very good match, in my opinion, a very good match. And the match I'm referring to, as you guys saw the match card, we had a good match it was the DIY. Now they went on to they will compete for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship opportunity. It'll be the opportunity. So and it will be against Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, not Butch. So they won the match. It was a great match, had a good spots. Shout out to the Creed brothers. They did their thing. Shout out to them. Shout out to also New Day. Everybody put their all in this match. So like I said, but it was DIY that stood tall. They're going to face them at Friday. I'm looking forward to this match on Friday Night SmackDown. I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be a very, very good match. We got, like I said, two great teams. It was funny because both of these teams were established in NXT. You had Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They started their tag team at NXT, and of course the history of DIY in NXT. So these are very, very good matchup. And like I said, whoever wins, they get the opportunity to face for the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and that is Judgment Day of Finn Balor and, you know, Damian Priest seeing you on Money in the Bank. And it looks, so it's looking real, real good right now with these guys. Looking real good. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next. But like I said, good spots in the match, very good spots. Now, let's see. Later we have Becky Lynch, the man, as she called herself. It was her versus Shayna Baszler. They had a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. Now, we knew that Becky was going to win this match. We knew she was going to win. It's very obvious. I like Shayna Baszler. Shayna is dope, but they're not doing nothing with her, and it seems like it's not now. And I didn't like this match because this was a weak manhandle slam. It's like for someone like Shayna Baszler, who rips limb by limb, who's supposed to be a former MMA competitor, and the same woman who years ago, as they mentioned, won the Elimination Chamber to face Becky. She eliminated all 5 competitors. And this how you do it? You gave her this weak manhandle slam, just threw her up. 1, 2, 3, it's over. I thought that was weak. The match went all that. But like I said, a prediction, not, pretty much a spoiler, not like Paul Heyman say. We had Becky Lynch win the match. So now she's going to qualify for Elimination Chamber. That's coming up in 2 weeks from Saturday. So Becky Lynch versus whoever else is going to be in Elimination Chamber. Now, I want to point something out. We did see during that match, that Liv Morgan looked on. She was watching, Shayna and the Becky match. She did look on. And we know Liv just came back from injury. We know that she's back. But she did say this, that she did cut a promo. She wants revenge against Rhea Ripley for taking her out. And I said this on my stream with Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry. So many competitors, I can't keep up with y'all. But she said that I did say that who will dethrone Rhea Ripley for a women's championship. I said that Liv Morgan was the wild card, and she was going to have some ventures against Rhea Ripley for taking her out and putting her on the shelf, because Rhea took her out, and Liv Morgan said herself that she was out for almost a year, her career being gone due to the attack from Rhea Ripley. So I said that was going to happen. I said she was going to be a wild card. She would compete for Rhea's title. So with that being said, I know this is not announced yet. But I will say this right now, due to this promo and what Liv Morgan was saying, she at some point, maybe next week, maybe the week after, but definitely soon, I'm going to say it right now, that Liv Morgan, she's going to qualify for Elimination Chamber match. She's going to qualify. She's going to qualify to fight in that chamber. I definitely see that happening. So Liv Morgan will be in that match alongside with Becky Lynch. So do not be surprised if Liv gets her way in that chamber. She wants Rhea Ripley just as much as Becky Lynch want her, just as much as Nia Jax want her. So do not be surprised if that happens. As a matter of fact, while we're talking about it, it's announced next week. We have Liv Morgan versus Zoe Stark for a qualifying match. And Liv will win. Zoe Stark's not winning that match. It will be Liv that's going to win. So that's how I see it. It wouldn't be any other way. Liv is going to win next week. She'll be in a chamber match. And she may even have put on a good performance. Liv will win. Zoe will not. Zoe Stark already had her opportunity against, Rhea Ripley. She already had a one-on-one match, and she did not win, obviously, because Rhea's still champ. So she's not going to win that match. It's not happening. But Zoe Stark does have a bright future. I will say that about her. She definitely has a bright future. It will happen. No doubt about it. You know, speaking of which, the champion, Rhea Ripley, comes out, and Rhea was pissed. She wanted to respond to the attack by Nia Jax last week. So this is heating up. She wants Nia Jax. And I know before she could, Adam Pearce tried to get in and step in, and Nia came through. They was battling it out. They got broken up by officials. So, like I said, everybody is coming for Rhea's head for that title. They come for both of them. Say here, Zoe and Shayna tag team titles. Yeah, more likely that's going to happen. That's all they do with Shayna these days. Put in a tag team. They don't make her a singles competitor anymore. But yeah, back to Rhea. Rhea wants Nia Jax, and Rhea's going to definitely do a thing with Nia, and also Nia will be in the qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. But like I said before, I said this last week again, Rhea Ripley needs a challenge. She's held to this belt for over 300 days. She needs someone to compete with her. She needs someone that could, push her to the limit and make her the best champion that she can be. She is mommy. To prove her saying mommy's always on top, mommy's going to have to deliver, which she's been doing. I just want to continue. So definitely that will happen. Now, later on that evening, due to the match card, Kabuki Warriors retain the tag team championship. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. They defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, who were the previous champions. They got the rematch, and they beat them. I don't know how long they plan on having Kabuki Warriors winning. Keeping the women's tag team championships. I don't know how long that will continue. But they on the tear their part. Damage Control with EO. They could lose at WrestleMania against, like Goodbread said. I think he said it. What did he say again? He said that Zoe and Shayna get the tag team titles. Yes. Maybe Zoe and Shayna will be Kabuki Warriors for the belts. Who knows? What's the question you have? Are they still in NXT? Who are you referring to? Are you referring to you're talking about Kaden Carter, Katana Chance? If you're talking about them, no, they're part of Monday Night Raw. When the draft happened last spring, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter is on Monday Night Raw now. If that's who you're talking about. But back to the Kabuki Warriors, they could lose to Shayna and Zoe. They could lose at WrestleMania. Maybe night 1, night 2. But I will say that Kabuki Warriors going to hold on to the belts for a little bit. Maybe a month and a half, maybe a few months, maybe even after WrestleMania. But I don't see them losing the belts now. Later on that evening, we have Gunther. Gunther celebrates 600 days as Intercontinental Champion. Very good feat. But Gunther, like I said, similar to Rhea Ripley, he needs a challenger. He needs someone that's going to push him to the limit because he held to the belt. And either Gunther said himself, he told Kaiser, I don't even want no more celebrations. I don't even want no more of this. I don't need no red carpet rolled out anymore because I've beaten everyone. He said, doesn't matter if I'm 600 days, 700, 800, 1,000. Who is going to be a proper challenge for me? Then we get Jey Uso, here's music. And I said this before a few weeks ago. Jey Uso will be the next challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. I think I said it maybe not even a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. I said that though. And I like the celebration. I liked how that they're pushing, Gunther to how he needs a new challenger, not to get someone repetitive and put someone like a Jey Uso. And Jey Uso gave Gunther his props as Intercontinental Champion, and then Gunther gave Jey his props, You know, he said, "You're a great tag team challenge." He said, "But you only did 50% of the work." Savage by Gunther. That was funny. You know, he said, "I've done 100%. I'm not a tag team competitor." Then he said, "You could go back to your brother, you know, after all this is done and go back to your family." So he was funny. I like what Gunther was saying, but it was true. And I think basically what Gunther's saying and what I've been saying as well, the question is for Jey Uso competing for Jey Uso competing for his Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is a serious question here. Can Jey Uso be taken seriously as a singles competitor? Can he be taken seriously? That's the question. Can Jey Uso be taken seriously as a singles competitor? Let's be serious. Let's be realistic. Jey Uso spent most of his career as a tag team specialist, as Gunther mentioned in his promo, with Jimmy Uso, winning tag team championships, having the longest reign. Now, after all these years, because they've been in WWE for about 10 years now, maybe a little longer. I think they're hitting their 10th year. Can he be taken as a singles competitor seriously at this point in his career? Can he be? You know, you guys let me know in the live chat right now, yes or no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Can he be taken? You know, I believe if Jey is booked right, he can have a little singles run. Because remember when he was the right-hand man while Jimmy was hurt, he was putting on some decent matches on SmackDown during the Thunderdome era. So I would give that to Jey Uso. He did his thing when he was the right-hand man. Let's see what you guys have to say about in the live chat. Gilbreth says yes, he will add to his resume. Yeah, he can be. I thought it wasn't possible, but it can be now. We can get Jey Uso. We can get Jey Uso to be an Intercontinental champion. And it will look, because we start to see glimpses of it during the right-hand man thing era back in Thunderdome when Jimmy was hurt. Remember, it was only Roman, Jey Uso. Solo wasn't there yet. And then Jey Uso was doing his thing in his matches. And even Roman Reigns says promo, "You're the right-hand man. I'm trying to get you to become a singles competitor." Because when Jimmy came back, I believe Roman, they went on playing saying he don't really need Jimmy no more, because you're the right-hand man. But now he's Jey Uso on his own. And like I said, to simplify what I said, my question, I got to answer with yeet. Yeet. He definitely could be taken as a serious competitor. Yeet. He's over with the crowd. Every time he says something, yeet, yeet, yeet. So yes, definitely. Let's see what the comments say. Jey versus Melo is take my wife for IC title. Oh, me, Carmelo Hayes. That's actually a good matchup. For a second, I thought it'd take time for Roman. Yes, the right-hand man, now known as the leader of the Yeet Master. I think they call it Yeet Master. But yeah, Mr. Jey Uso, he can be a good singles competitor. Now, Jimmy Uso, that's another story. But Jey, yes, definitely. And I don't know when this match will happen between Jey and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, but we don't be surprised, if Jey and Gunther, could it be a main event at a big stage, like WrestleMania? Could it be Jey Uso versus Gunther IC title WrestleMania? Or could it be a only elimination chamber level type of match? But we could get something with that. Could be. I could see that happening. That's right, yeet. But yeah, Jey Uso has what it takes to challenge Gunther, not just for the IC belt, but for also at a big stage like WrestleMania. He can be taken seriously as a singles competitor if booked properly. It could even be as far as maybe taking the belt from Gunther as well. He could be the one to defeat Gunther for his long 600 plus day reign as Intercontinental champion. He could very well be that guy. Do not count Jay out. I'm not counting Jay Uso out. Jay could be that guy. You never know. He could be the dude to do that. So, like I said, I could definitely see that happening. But this was a very good segment. Very good way to highlight Gunther and to highlight Jay at the same time, and to set up a feud with Jay Uso and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And it will also be Jay's first singles title in all the years he's been in WWE since he moved to Monday Night Raw, leaving SmackDown with the whole debacle of him, Jimmy Uso, and the Bloodline. Because he is past the Bloodline. He does need to be on his own. And, it's basically growth in the character and moving forward. And why any other way to move forward than to challenge Gunther, the best Intercontinental champion, for the Intercontinental Championship, and maybe even at WrestleMania. So we could definitely get that. That's definitely something to take heed into. But with that being said, we're going to head on to the main event of the evening. Now, the main event, we had bull rope match, and it is Cody versus Shinsuke. Now, I spoke. I voiced my opinion on this whole feud. On paper, it looked good, but they didn't do nothing with it. But they said that I think how this match, how this whole feud got reignited. Shinsuke just attacked Cody backstage off camera. That's not on the show. I ain't gonna say off camera, but a backstage segment. It wasn't a Raw major show. It was a backstage segment. He attacked him. He said he wants a match with them. So we're gonna have this match. It was actually not a bad match, and it's the first Texas Bull Rope match in a long time. It was actually a solid match. But they said it was the first match since Dusty and I want to say they saw Billy Graham, superstar Billy Graham. That's not true because JBL and Eddie Guerrero had a bull rope match years ago. They had a bull rope match, and I believe it was for the WWE Championship. If I'm not mistaken, they had one. So I believe they had a Texas Bull Rope match. For those who don't remember, they had a match. I do not remember like I said, they was wrong on that part. They was wrong on that part. There was a match way before that. So that's not true. There was a match way before that. I believe it was back during the Ruthless Aggression era, if I'm not mistaken. So, but that's not true. That they said it was the first match, unless they meant on Monday Night Raw. But that's not true though. Yes, exactly. And for you guys that don't, that's not familiar with what's being said, but that was not true. This is they definitely had a match, and it was way before. Like I said, it was back, I think 04, 05, if I'm not mistaken. And for those you don't know, maybe what are you talking about? I don't see it. This is what I'm talking about. It says WWE Championship Texas Bull Rope match. I know it's not the best quality, but this was back in 04, 05. I just wanted to notate that is not true that it was the first match since Dusty and Billy. JBL and Eddie had one too. Just want to notate that. But let's get back to this. They said it's been the first match in a long time. They could have said that, but they botched that on the commentary. I said, no, it's been a match since then. I remember that because that's when JBL defeated Eddie Guerrero for the WWE Championship. So that's how I know that's not true. So JBL is the last time bull rope. Yep. Savio Vega, that's true too. Now I want to go to more recently, but yeah, Savio Vega, Stone Cold was also in a light out strap, man. Yeah, so exactly. But that's not true what they were saying. It was definitely a bull rope match, way, way after Dusty and Billy. But other than that, it was a solid match. We saw Mr. Cody Rhodes win. He wins the match. You know, once Shinsuke put the mist on Cody, which we knew would happen. But what Cody did, I like, he took the bro rope, even though it's no DQ, it's counted. It does not count as qualification. It was legal. He low blow Shinsuke twice with it. So I thought that was a great finish. And then he hit the crossroads, 1, 2, 3. But I have another thing I noticed lately. I've seen him do this several times. It's not his finisher move, but I want to know, what's up with Cody Rhodes and his pedigree? Is pedigree his new signature move? Because I've seen him do this twice. He did this at the Royal Rumble when against CM Punk before he eliminated Punk. Now I see it this week on Monday Night Raw against Shinsuke Nakamura. Is the pedigree's new signature? Because we already got Seth Rollins do it due to his ties with Triple H. Now Cody's doing it. We even saw CM Punk do it. I'm not so sure if he should keep doing this as the signature move. I don't know. I mean, Cody, you got your own system. You got your own flavor. You got the crossroads. You do the bionic elbow. Your dad's signature move, and then you got your own crossroads. You don't need to do the pedigree. You don't need to add that to your repertoire of moves. Is that your new signature move now? I mean, there you go. You're right, Gilbert. There you go. Go and hurt those knees. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what happened to Triple H. And you see Seth Rollins limping around. Roman Reigns notated that on Friday Night SmackDown. Why do you need to do the pedigree? Why do we need to do the pedigree, Cody? You already got bionic elbow. You already got your crossroads. You already got the springboard cutter. Why do you need to add the pedigree to your move set? Why? Do you really need this move to add to your move set? You already got a good move set. Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare. Not Cody Rhodes, the the American, King of Kings? You're an American King of Kings? You're an American Cerebral Assassin? You're not Triple H. You're Cody Rhodes. You don't need to do that move. You're good. Cody is good. Get that out your move set. Stop doing that move, Cody. You don't need to do that. I want to notate that. But even though Cody won the match, great match, by the way, excuse me, he did win, we get a little attack from Mr. Drew McIntyre. We knew that he was going to come after him, knew he was going to be on some real sneaky come behind him. So I expected this from Drew McIntyre. I knew this was coming. It was coming in a matter of time. So he attacks him after the match, hit him with the Claymore, and then that ends Monday Night Raw. But I will say this, they're setting up something, WWE, future feud, Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. They need Cody Rhodes to stay occupied until WrestleMania. Who is he going to feud with? And I said this, who's going to keep him busy? He already ended his feud with Shinsuke. He won a Texas Bull Rope match. Who's next? Drew McIntyre. They already teased that, when Cody attacked Drew after Drew attacked Seth. After he headbutted Seth at the beginning of Monday Night Raw. So from now all the way to WrestleMania, we're going to have a little feud with Drew and Cody. It's going to keep Cody Rhodes busy, keep him occupied until WrestleMania for his match with Seth, or maybe the match with Roman. I don't know, but I will talk about that. Definitely something going on with that. It's going to be Cody versus Seth. I mean, Cody versus Drew. We're going to have that. That's what they're pushing. That's what we're going to get. We're going to get that match. It's going to be a feud between these two guys. Definitely going to happen. So, but other than that, the Monday Night Raw was actually solid though. And that is the end of that. But my grading What is my grading on the Raw live show for February 5th? 4 out of 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It was a good show. The Becky Lynch finish whack. Then you had the mixed match with, Maxine Dupree and all that. Didn't care for that. A lot of odds and ends in the middle, but for pretty much a good all around solid show. It set up Drew and Cody. It's talking about. Oh yeah, also we had the Rocky chant sucks. They weren't surprised about that. We saw the beginning of the show. Even Seth Rollins said he was shocked with the whole Rocky sucks. It went off that. But we're gonna talk more about that and why, the next bonus round that we got. But Raw was a solid show. I liked the show. I thought it was very, very good. Except for a few things. So like I said, 4 out of 5. You guys in live chat, also comment section, playback. Let me know what you thought of Monday Night Raw for February 5th. I thought it was a solid show. Wasn't bad. We gotta remember this is the last year in 2024 that we're ever going to get Raw on USA Network. It's the last year for that. So let's not forget about that. Let's enjoy it while we can, because they are going to Netflix in 2025. And the reason I say that because it'll be no more cable TV for Raw. So this is Raw USA Network 2024. It's going to move to Netflix. The last year of that, the final year of that. Not only will it only move to Netflix, but no more. There'll be no more cable TV for Raw. No more cable TV for Raw. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. That's it. So no more cable TV. It's gonna be streaming from now on. No more cable TV. No more cable for Raw. No more cable TV. So I just want to notate that it's going to change everything. But other than that, the show was solid. Solid show that the universe hijacked it. True. Great show. Now, before we move on to the bonus round, we got to say our goodbyes to our friends at X. We love you, X, but if you want to catch the bonus round, you got to come to YouTube, Red Carpet Ring, or Red Carpet Ring on Rumble. So bye-bye for now. Now we're back. Now it's time to fully switch gears, get everything in motion. Now we're here to talk about the whole why this match may not happen. Let's not only switch gears, let's change the whole tempo of everything. All right, we are here. We're going to talk about why does it seem like a work, why this match may not happen, Wrestling News Week, day and night. Let's talk about it. Let's go on. Let's see what's going to happen for this. What is going to cause it to happen? What would be the whole use of this? We got, like I said, we got Roman. We got Rock. We got WrestleMania season coming around the corner. We got it coming. But we're going to talk about what's going on, why this match may not happen. And it's due to what's been going on social media lately. Social media is literally powered. They literally hold the keys to everything. More keys than DJ Khaled holds. But yeah, we're going to talk about that Wrestling Week news. Because this is the Wrestling Week news. Let's talk about it. We are here at the Wrestling Week news. Read all about it. Let's get to it. Let's get there. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's causing all of this to happen. But let's talk about it. Let's see what happens. Why is this getting to this point? That's the question. And we're gonna get, like I said, it's gonna be some. I just got some scenarios. What happened? What may not happen. So we're gonna get there, And there's going to be some factors I want to talk about. Some good factors. All right. Wrestling Week news. We're going to talk about why this seemed like work. Now, we got here. We got the We Want Cody signs. We got WrestleMania, Rock and Roman. The question is, will it be Rock versus Roman or Cody versus Roman? Now, all over weekend, we already know that they had the most disliked video on YouTube, which is the Rock and Roman segment, even though the words were spoken. They had the We Want Cody hashtags. They had everything. You see it. You got We Want Cody or We Want Rocky, which match would be at WrestleMania. The crowds want to sign at Raw. We Want Cody. Fans had that. It was going wild after that happened. But that's what the fans have been speculating. And I think it's getting way blown over proportion. It's just getting too crazy. But it could seem like at the point, due to the fans, that this could seem like a work. They're going to have to force it to the work. And I feel like it could be, they may switch gears and move it over to a Cody versus Roman again. They may not even have The Rock face Roman at WrestleMania. They may change to a later date due to what's going on currently with the popularity. Now, it says here, too, that for what I've read, it said that the We Want Cody signs were given to him by WWE. They're really forcing the whole We Want Cody campaign, and it seemed like it's getting more and more towards that they want to push Cody. And we've seen this before, and I want to highlight one thing. It seemed like this happened in the past. If you guys remember, remember WrestleMania 30? Remember where Daniel Bryan was added to the match between Batista and Randy Orton for the world title with a WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Remember, his popularity grew due to fans being upset, being mad that he wasn't in there, and all that stuff. Could this be, you guys let me know, could this be a repeat of 2014? Could this be a repeat of this? Because originally it was Randy Orton versus Batista, who was the Royal Rumble winner. And then it ended up adding Daniel Bryan. It became a triple threat match. And Daniel Bryan was so over. Not only was he added to the match, he won the whole thing. He ended up becoming the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Could this be the scenario with Cody Rhodes right now? Remember, social media wasn't on the level that it's at now. Social media in 2014, exactly 10 years ago, was starting to rise. And I feel like it must be a 10 thing. And I always said this, it's every 10 years at WrestleMania, something crazy happens. Every time. Every time. And I feel like it's going to happen again. Every 10 years at WrestleMania, something crazy happens. We had this 10 years ago. Then we had the whole Chris Benoit, his pop at WrestleMania 20. And I feel like it's going to happen this year too. WrestleMania 40. What better way to celebrate 40 years of WrestleMania? WWE is not going to let that popularity and what the fans want for Cody go to waste. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. I just want to notate that real quick, but I feel like that's what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes at this given time. So let's get back to talk about Cody. But yeah, I just feel like it's going to be another repeat of this. That's how the Yes movement was with Daniel Bryan. Now it's We Want Cody. Is Cody Rhodes the new Daniel Bryan for that? For as far as popularity goes, I think so. And people in the chat think so too. Gilbert said spot on. And they said if Cody could beat Seth, then he'll be added to night 2 main event. That's a good scenario. But I feel like they're gonna have The Rock and Roman be worked. But here's what people don't realize regarding the whole thing with Roman Reigns. The thing with Roman Reigns, the thing people don't realize this yet. This is what people don't realize. Rock and Roman is money. It's money. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's money. And we look at past history. Rock at WrestleMania is money. You know, he's money. No matter how you put it. Rock is a very good box office draw. One of the biggest ones. Whether he's fighting Roman, Cody, anybody. It's just money. They're going to have him there. Thing about it is, it shows from past history that Rock, versus Cena at WrestleMania 28 was money. People remember that. And also, the following year, WrestleMania 29, money. It shows that. And if I'm not mistaken, following that, since it was money, also, we saw this with the numbers. Like, they say that men and women lie, but the numbers don't. And they don't lie in this case. Remember, WrestleMania 28 had, at the time, 1,217,000 buys. That's nothing to turn your nose up against. It's not. So, since that was money, what did they do the next year? Following that number, they duplicated it. They announced WrestleMania 29, highest gross event ever. Rock is money. There's no way around it. Look at that. Look at the numbers for WrestleMania 29. It says right here in this article, it says that the entire WrestleMania weekend garnered a company a whopping $72 million, up significantly from last year, which was $67 million for WrestleMania 28. It drew 80,676 fans to the New Jersey MetLife Stadium. Once again, up from the crowd of 78,363 at Miami Sun Life Stadium. And it said the pay-per-view headlined the heavily anticipated rematch between The Rock and John Cena. It was projected to have done 1.2 million buys. Now, it was down from last year at 1.3 purchases, but it's still a great number. So having The Rock main event WrestleMania is money. It doesn't matter who he's facing. It's money. It showed not just once, but twice. Rock is money. So if he was money back then in 2012 and 2013, why wouldn't he be able to do that again 10 years later? That's my question. Rock is money. Whether people like The Rock or not, all this hating, The Rock is this, The Rock is that, he's money. That's the thing. Let's see what chat got to say. People, it's funny. 4 years ago when AEW was hot, the W Universe wouldn't even be upset. Time have changed. Yes, you are right on that one. You are definitely right on that one. What else you have to say, good bread? Cody have to pay for Smash That Throne. I want to see Rock. Exactly. That's the match I want to see. That's the match I want to see myself. I don't know why people is getting so gun-ho on not having the main event of Rock versus Roman. What is the problem here? I don't see what the issue is. I mean, it's a money-making event. It's money. You guys got to stop this, being fools on here. You guys are being foolish now. That's money, whether you guys want to accept it or not. It's money. It's money having that match. It's going to be a money-making event. WrestleMania is already sold the buy rates at the gate. We know that. Exactly. Let's get it out the way. I mean, seriously. And it's nothing. It's interesting. Also, not only is this interesting, but I even spoke about this myself. I said this on my X account. I said here that despite the haters whining and complaining about Rock being back and the trending We Want Cody, I want to see this match myself. We want Rock. Let's get ready to continue for Raw WrestleMania. So I even said this on my X account, and me move this part here. I got 113 views on that so far, and I posted that early this morning. I said that on my X account. because I do post on X. Check me out, Red Carpet Ring on X, formerly known as Twitter, by the way. But yeah, I spoke about this. I want to see this match myself. This needs to happen. This match needs to happen now. So, like I said, I don't get what the whole issue people get mad for. It says here, Seth and his dad title, they recently botched their promo. Yes, because Seth said that it was the Hollywood title, and Cody Rhodes said on SmackDown that the title is the same title as Dad held. No, that's Seth's title, Cody. I'm glad you pointed that out, Good Bray. You're right about that. I'm glad you mentioned that, Good Bray. You're right about that. You're right on the money. But yeah, but I could say this. I could say this too. What about Triple Threat WrestleMania? What if they did the Rock? We get both what we want. I'm just throwing it out there. Cody, Rock, Roman, Undisputed WWE Championship. What about Triple Threat? Could that possibly happen at WrestleMania? Could they add it to the mix, similar to what they did in 2014 with Daniel Bryan? Now, I know we didn't have 2 nights at WrestleMania, but could it be we all get what we want the same way? Or are we going to overwork, Cody, have Cody work 2 nights? Maybe he wrestled Seth one night, then the whole Roman second night. I don't know. But I think Triple Threat would be a good idea. Because we could do that, and then maybe Rock and Roman can have their one-on-one later on in the future. It's not a bad idea. It may seem far-fetched, but maybe we have a triple threat. Cody, Roman, Rock. And think about it, it'd be 3 legacies. You got the Anoa'i legacy of Rock and Roman, and you got the Rhodes legacy. And we have 3 different type of histories behind Rock's history, Roman's history, now Cody's history, and they all tie back to each other. Rock and Roman are connected. Cody is connected to the Rock and Roman because of Cody Rhodes. It could be a great match. Now, do I generally want to see that? Nah, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. People said I'd rather see the Rock. Yeah, the Rock versus Roman is what we want. But since these fans cannot stop complaining and stop whining all this, we want Cody. That's where they'll be. Said Cody and Roman is going nowhere. We will always get that match. Yeah. And I said that if we can't get the match at WrestleMania, why can't be a future match at SummerSlam or Money in the Bank or even, of that nature? Why does it have to be always at WrestleMania? We had it last year. You guys are being spoiled. I think because the way WWE has been putting out great PLE shows and great Raws and SmackDowns and NXTs included, I think that the WWE Universe, I could be wrong, my opinion, I think since the WWE and the buy race and everything else, it's starting to become apparent right now that the WWE Universe at this point, you guys are spoiled. You guys are spoiled. You used to getting everything you want. You're starting after the title and spoiled at this point. That's what it sounds like. So y'all spoiled. Y'all get too much and you don't appreciate how good you got it. And whatever it said, Vince legacy shifts to the Rock's family. They control the politics now. Yeah, you got a point there because I've always found it with Rock, came out of nowhere. Guy didn't even want nothing to do with WWE. Now he's got a seat at the TKO board of directors, and now he's in the main event at WrestleMania. But here's the thing: the reason I say it may be a work. I didn't see no announcement of this at all. I mean, we see it, online, but they have yet to have an official announcement of Rock versus Roman. They have not officially announced this match yet because due to all the fans and what they've been saying. So if there's no official match, could it really happen or could be a plan of work? and then push Cody with Roman instead of Rock versus Roman. I have not seen no official announcement yet. So you said if Dusty was alive, I think the power would shift, would have went from there to the Rhodes family. You got a point there because Dusty Rhodes had a very big involvement with WWE Creative. Dusty was a head trainer of NXT before he passed away, and he helped develop the stars, and Dusty was a company man. So it could be very well be that case at that point. Could very well be. But I will say that there was no official announcement of The Rock. Now, we saw how, when Bayley had the match against, EO, you see how quick they announced that online. I don't see no announcement of The Rock and Roman. Why hasn't that been heavily announced yet? Then it got to the point where they had to send threats to The Rock's daughter. And I commented that on X as well, check my X account. But yet they have her account is no longer exists of Ava Rain, The Rock's real life daughter. That's the NXT general manager. They even sent threats to her. And it's gotten that bad. So, and then remember, all this is in Philadelphia. So it's going to be a crazy event. Anything can happen. They're going to need extra security there. They're going to have to need extra security there. What's going to happen? The way this thing's going to go down. But yeah, I think politics definitely plays a part in what's going on. Like I said, it could very well be a issue of what's going on with, what's going on with Rock, Roman, Cody. Could very well happen, but I'm trying to see how will finish be. The question is, who walks out of WrestleMania 40 as champion? Due to politics, will it be Rock? Will it be Roman retain? Or Cody? That's the question right now. That's the main question. Due to the whole, is it a work? Who walks out of WrestleMania 40? Who walks out as champ? Could be one of these three men. That's the major question for right now. Who walks out? Who's going to walk away the champion? Who could get there? Could it be, like I said, Roman still hold on to his long title run for 1,200 plus days? Could Rock do it due to politics? They said that Rock got to the main event due to, as a thank you from Nick Khan, because he put his bid in for the TKO board of directors seat. And the reward was, we put your main event WrestleMania. Who knows? He may even walk out champion. He may even beat Roman. Politic wise, is it the best business wise? No. But to be in the match, yes. But I don't see Rock winning because Rock will be part-time, and he does. We saw Rock with the belt last time we beat CM Punk. He didn't defend that belt. Rock has a busy Hollywood schedule. How can he defend that belt? And due to his body, Rock don't want to get hurt. His body and everything like that. Rock needs to do his action movies. So no, I don't see him winning. At least I don't see so. But it would be interesting to see if he did walk out WrestleMania 40 champion. I will say that. But other than that, I don't see that happening at all. But like I said, we could get a triple threat, or they could shift it from Cody to Roman. It could happen. It could happen with that, or a triple threat. But I don't see it just being the WWE is going to do something different where it's not just Cody, just facing Seth. He could be added to the match. They could switch things around because we still have another 50, 60 days until WrestleMania 40. A lot of changes can happen. We don't even know what's going to happen at Elimination Chamber PLE yet. How's that match card going to look besides the women qualifying for Rhea Ripley's women's world title? So we got to see what happens in Elimination Chamber in the next upcoming weeks, and especially keep an eye on Friday Night SmackDown. What will happen as far as that goes? What will be the next move? But definitely, I do see as maybe being a work. They could switch it to Cody versus Roman again. It could be a work, because them signs that we want Cody was given by WWE. They could be playing with the fans at this point now and running off how the fans feel, with WrestleMania coming up being a 40-year anniversary. That's going to be any WrestleMania. It's going to be in Philadelphia, and it will be a 40-year anniversary to celebrate WrestleMania as long as Hulkamania. They're going to do something really, really big, for them Cody signs. They could have Cody in the event. They could switch it right before WrestleMania, or they could have Rock, like I said, face Roman in the main event. But something definitely is going to shift. Like Gilbert said, politics does play a major factor in this whole thing. So do not be surprised if that happens. It could very well happen for all we know. But yeah, it's something crazy going to happen. I see something's going to jump off with this. It could very well do that. I would not be surprised if something does. But definitely, it may seem like it work. We may not see Rock and Roman, but most of you said you want to see Rock and Roman as well as I do, or at least a triple threat for that matter, because Rock is money. Like I said before, he's going to generate a lot of numbers, but Cody is starting to become a top draw as well. Cody does sell well on t-shirts. He's involved a lot with WWE. I heard he's like a recruiter for WWE. So we're not going to act like Cody doesn't have no value either, because Cody Rhodes does have value, despite him not having the Rock's main event level type of status. Cody's up there. I will give Cody that. He's definitely up there, and I definitely see it happening. Definitely something to move forward with. So, like I said, it's gonna be a WrestleMania that'll be something not to take lightly, and it will be an unforgettable WrestleMania. It will be a WrestleMania to remember. I will say that at the end of the day, WrestleMania is gonna be something to remember, and it's like WrestleMania 30 was something to remember. WrestleMania 40, in my opinion, the way they run it right now with The Rock, it will be unforgettable. WrestleMania 40 will be unforgettable. We're gonna remember this. AEW ain't been the same since he left. That's big. Yes, AEW. That's the thing about AEW. Why you bring that up? Since WWE's been putting on great product, and especially how Raw and SmackDown has been constructed, and even NXT going back to the original Black and Gold days, especially with Vengeance that I covered. It's hard to watch AEW these days. It's hard to watch it, and I like AEW, but it's just been hard. It has at times, not all the time. That's how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it's just been hard to watch AEW these days. AEW's not the same that it used to be. I started watching AEW late 2022, and it's not been like that since. It's very hard to watch. I mean, come on, you got all the people that couldn't get over at WWE or had creative differences or wanted more money. That's who you watch AEW. And then even some of those people at AEW have come back. Look at Andrade. Look at Cody. They've been back. Look at CM Punk. He's been back. They got Jay Cargill over there. There's reportedly Buddy Matthews and Aleister Black want to come back to WWE once their contracts are up. It's hard to watch that program. I mean, it's crazy. See, Swerve, and then you change the channel. That's all you want to see is Swerve Strickland. Whose house? So that's what I'm saying. That's all people want to see, stuff like that with Swerve. Everybody don't want to read that. Bring back Swerve. I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon. Swerve he had a little beef with WWE, so I don't know if that's going to happen per se. I would like for it to happen, but we don't know about that. That we don't know. We don't know about that right now. That I'm not sure. But I will say that it's going to be hard. So it's just hard to watch AEW. It's just the product is not the same anymore. It doesn't have the same kickstart like it used to. It don't have the same, get you going, glued to your whatever device you're watching from or television set. It's not the same anymore. I don't think so. It's not the same. But other than that, though, WrestleMania 40, it's going to be something unforgettable to watch. We're going to remember WrestleMania 40 when it's all said and done. We are going to, take heed into WrestleMania 40 and definitely cherish WrestleMania 40. But however it's going to end, whether it's Roman continuing on as champion, whether Rock walks out champion, or Cody Rhodes, especially Cody Rhodes walks out champion, WrestleMania 40 is going to be big. Philadelphia, April 6th, 7th weekend. Same weekend as NXT Stand and Deliver. WWE's got something big they're going to plan for WrestleMania. It's going to be something big. Remember that. It will be something big. WWE has something big planned. Definitely for that event. And I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be something we're not going to expect. They're going to have something big for WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to be regular just Rock and Roman. It's something they got in their sleeve that they're not telling us about right now at this given moment, but it will definitely pop out WrestleMania 40. So it's going to be definitely a great event. I can't wait to WrestleMania 40. I just want to see what's going to happen with Elimination Chamber headed to WrestleMania, because that's going to definitely set the tone for WrestleMania. We got a glimpse of with the women's side, with the women's division, with the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches for Rhea's belt. But now we want to see what's going to happen on the men's side. And I think that's going to be great. But other than that, though, it's going to be something. It's going to be something memorable. I cannot wait what they're going to do. It's going to be great. It's going to be spectacular, to say the least. And that's all I have. We are here at Turnbuckle Station TBS, and that's all I have for this match may not happen. Why does it seem like a work? Wrestling News Week Day and Night for February 6th. Thank you all for coming out. We only can see what's going to happen with the road to WrestleMania. Still 2 videos are popular for YouTube. Loving WWE episode 1 recap. Check that out. Talk about every episode of Bianca and Montez. Next video, she's champ for almost a year. The next challengers. The next video. Until then, it is OUT.